Hello everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Claire Candy Hough, and through my business, Angel Healing House, which can be found at angelhealinghouse.com, I have the infinite joy and the honor of being able to channel angel messages, in particular from my angelic family who are called the Posse of Angels. Now, in today's video, we will share insights on how we can easily find direction in our lives when we let go and we allow God to be our compass. You know, co-creating with God and the angels has been my guiding light and pretty much my only compass for the past 10 years. Now, as a child of God, I know deep in my heart that God and the Posse of Angels are always answering my prayers for the greatest good of myself and the greatest good of all concerned. Now, I really want you to take note of the last part of that sentence, for the greatest good of all and the greatest good of all concerned. You know, when we hold intentions for our life through our prayers, our dreams, our wishes, we normally focus on an outcome that would be most beneficial for ourselves. And from the second we do this, God and the angels hear our prayers and they immediately start to fulfill our intentions, but not in the way most people imagine it happening. You see, many of us have been pretty much programmed that our dreams should come true upon the mere utterance of our request. You know, like so many others, I was brought up with the idea of immediate wish fulfillment, with examples like the rubbing of Aladdin's magic lamp, the instantaneous effects of crossed arms and blinking eyes of Barbara Eden in I Dream of Jeannie, and who could forget the rapid-fire results of Elizabeth Montgomery's twitching nose in Bewitched. Yet, the Posse of Angels, they're chiming in, and they want to remind us that there's a reason that many of our prayers do not manifest instantly. The reason for this is that God and the angels, in their infinite wisdom, organize the magical and the miraculous coming together of people to serve one another. These people often present us with the uncanny, perfectly timed and synchronistic opportunities to bring about the fulfillment of our desires for the greatest good of ourselves and the greatest good of them. In fact, for the greatest good of all concerned. Now, the Posse of Angels want to remind us that although each one of us is a special, unique being, we are all part of the one collective consciousness. Now, on one hand, we have a very important puzzle piece to share with the world, but it is important to remember that the majority of the time, for the fulfillment of our dreams to come to fruition, we have to be open to receive in the way that the universe wishes to give to us. And that so often involves other people. Now, in this way, no man, or for that matter, woman or child, is an island. You know, with God's limitless scope and view of the world, He can cut down on His work time by multiplying the fulfillment of many prayers at once. This is done by organizing synchronistic meetings for people to be of service to one another. You know, it's funny that God is so great on time management when there is no time in heaven. Well, having devoted myself to live this way for the past 10 years, I have experienced unexplained and wondrous synchronicities that have manifested to answer my prayers and my desires. And I recently experienced just one of those miracles. You know, I previously shared with others that the Posse of Angels told me many years ago that I would be doing, now this is their words, radio, but not radio. You know, not quite figuring that out and what it meant, I waited for further signs to receive clarity on just how to proceed with radio, but not radio. That very clear, undeniable sign showed up for me in January of 2012 to begin my own Angel Healing House radio show on Blog Talk Radio. I created my weekly radio program to passionately bring forth channeled messages from my beloved angelic family, the Posse of Angels, and to give people intuitive insights with free angel readings. Now, one of the first callers that I received was a lovely lady from New Jersey, and her name was Caroline. Immediately upon speaking to her, I felt that she was a kindred spirit, and there was a deep bond between us. She went on to explain that she no longer resonated with her job of working on Wall Street. Now, when I asked her what she loved doing, she replied that she really wanted, most of all, to be of help to people. While the Posse of Angels shared with her that she did not have all the puzzle pieces as yet to be shown, the direction she needed to go in and the signs for her desire to help people. Caroline continued to be a regular listener, and she called in frequently, and then suddenly I didn't hear from her for many, many months. Now, it was recently I was on air and winding down one of my weekly shows, and with 5 minutes to go, I saw a single phone call light up the switchboard. Now, usually with such a short amount of time to close the show, I don't take any more calls. But there was something that told me to answer it, and it was Caroline. And she said, "Candy, I have some very exciting news for you." I remembered who she was, and I told her that I would call her back after the show. When I called her back, she said it was finally revealed to me by my guides and angels what I am being urged to do. I have become a literary agent to promote advanced light workers and would love it if I could represent you. My whole body lit up like a light bulb with shivers of confirmation. For you see, it was 4 years ago when I began to channel a huge novel, and I completed it about 2 years ago. Ever since then, I've asked the Posse of Angels, should I send it out to publishers? And they emphatically said no. I would then wait, and when I could not wait one moment longer, I said to them, should I try to find a literary agent? And they repeated, no. By your own, you need do nothing. Wait on the will of God to show you how to step forward with this important book. So instead of worrying about the how and the when of it going out into the world, I began to thank God for sending me the best person to fulfill my dreams of getting my book published. And that person is Caroline. I would not have found her if I had not followed God's word and the angel's direction to do radio, but not radio, meaning internet radio. Shortly after her phone call, we signed the literary agent's agreement, and my book was sent out. And while this is a professional agreement, we know that because we both allowed God to be our navigator and to show us what the next step was, He, and He alone, brought us together to ensure the most magical of outcomes. Now, in this way, I've pretty much lived this quote that I created: let go of the steering wheel of life for God to drive you around to all the miracles. With His eye on the map, I'm free to look at life with the eyes of wonder and enchantment and belief and the miracles born of having faith in God's direction and His compass for me. His navigation has been pretty good up until now, because having followed God's direction so far, He has led me to realize my fairy tale life come true. So, viewers, have fun letting go of your own steering wheel of life and being driven around to all of your miracles, because I can highly recommend it. And you know what? If you need help in letting go in order to receive the miraculous ways that God wishes to help you navigate your life's direction, you can book your own intuitive counseling, Reiki healing session, or an angel reading with me. You can phone Angel Healing House on 831-277-3716. That phone number again for myself, Claire Candy Hough, at Angel Healing House is 831-277-3716, or you can email me at Candy, CANDY, at angelhealinghouse.com. Also, to order my inspirational book called Angels of Faith, or my beautiful guided angel meditation CD called Letting Go of Concerns and Living in the Now, please go to the Angel Healing House website again, which is angelhealinghouse.com. Thank you once again for tuning into my YouTube videos, and I look so forward to being with you again soon. I'm sending you lots of love and, of course, angel blessings. And do remember to go forth and to fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. Take care. Bye.